Paige, the second quarter was a tough one. Just what were some of the things that you saw that led to the Fever having such a significant margin?
Uh, Mostly just transition defense and us not getting back. Maybe crashing too many or just not having two people back. Rushing up to the ball instead of getting back. And then just on missed shots. And on turnovers, they just got easy offense.
Paige, I know you've been asked a lot about it, but now you finally like played a game against Caitlin in the W. Just what was it like? What was the atmosphere like today for head to head?
Yeah, it's fun. Anytime we can compete against each other. We're two competitors who just want to win, who have grown up to be playing against each other, playing with each other. So it's great. And the environment's great here. I feel like every game is a sellout. So they have a great home court advantage. So overall, yeah, great environment.
Paige, have you talked to Caitlin at all? She went through some of the injury stuff that she has this year. Have you talked to her, offer any support or anything like that?
No, I haven't talked to her personally, but I know she's got a great team around her. She works extremely hard. She has great work ethic, sending prayers. We don't wish injury upon anyone. So just wishing her speedy recovery. But no, I didn't reach out personally.
Paige, it felt like the first meeting against Fever, they were trapping you a lot. Today, you were still able to be efficient and get your points. How do you feel like they kind of guard you maybe differently this time compared to the first game?
I feel a lot in the same. I still feel like I could have taken care of the ball better. But two, just making the right read out of the trap, out of them sending a double and then playing to that advantage. So more of the same.
Now, what are the challenges that the Fever defense kind of poses when they are blitzing?
Just bringing two to the ball, which then creates a advantage for us on the backside playing 4 against 3. So just ball screens are a huge part of our offense, though, and a huge part of what I like to play off of. So just reading that, when to use a ball screen, when not to use a ball screen, when to just get out in space, and either do pitch and catch and touches, to try to alleviate that.
Coach Natasha Howard did that stretch there in the first half where she kind of got going. I think she had 3 straight possessions of the bucket. Just what is it about her and the way that they utilize her within that offense that makes her so dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, she's just constantly moving, cutting off the ball, good separator in ball screens. And so she just is a good complement to everyone they have on the floor with her cutting and her movement and the pressure she puts on the paint in the rim.
Paige, I think a few of the turnovers the full turnovers today, I think a few of them were picked off by Caitlin. Was there anything in particular that you saw maybe that she was kind of step ahead, or it kind of seemed like she was jumping the pass into times?
Yeah. I mean, you answered it. She's just very smart basketball player. So she'll get out and deny passing lanes. I'm gonna make catches difficult. But yeah.
Chris, besides the transition point in regard to second quarter, is there anything else that you kind of noticed that swung the tide there?
Yeah, I think again, some turnovers and then just their physicality in general got into us and made our lives hard when we're trying to go set screens, pushing us off our paths to be able to even set and use screens. So I thought their physicality really bothered us in stretches and kind of took away our flow and continuity. But then again, no excuse for not getting back. And I just think we could have had greater effort more consistently in transition.
It was a tough, road trip defensively. Just as a rim protector, I'm curious what your perspective is on some things maybe that you could improve going back at home on Wednesday.
Yeah, first things maybe improve the transition defense because we dig a big hole in precision the first half, and we try to getting back second half, but we still have some problem need to figure out. So I think we will improve that when we back the hole, and I think we will be better.
Go to Rob on the Zoom.
Thank you, Rob Johnson from the Podium Finish. Paige, through the high-profile moments this year, you've stayed grounded in your goals, especially with becoming a leader and helping the Wings grow. So after a tough one like today, what does leadership look like to you on the floor when it comes to lifting up your teammates and keeping the fight going? And where do you see the opportunities for growth coming out of this game beyond the missed shots and the improvements on defense?
Yeah, just like not allowing for slippage. And when slippage does happen, we huddle and talk about it right away. And don't let a 6-point run turn into a 15-point run. Like in the second quarter, I felt like I could have done a better job keeping us all together, really emphasizing getting back on in transition defense and really calling it out more. But like there's no skipping steps to building what we want to build here, and adversity. Everybody goes through adversity. That's why when teams win a championship, they talk about the adversity that they face to get to it. So there's no skipping steps, and we're not going to get out of who we are, get out of our process, get out of what we do every single day. Just because the results haven't shown up yet. It's early, and this is just part of the journey that we have here. And we are going to stick together through it, and we're going to continue to encourage each other, continue to push each other, hold each other accountable. And just like nights like tonight, just continue to stay together. It's stuff we got to do throughout the runs, and not just be together through the good times, but together through it all.
Chris, Riga struggled with your shot tonight. Did you like the shot she was getting? Did you feel rust in the back, or how do you help her find that rhythm?
Yeah, I think a little bit of everything. You could tell hadn't played in a bit. And so yeah, wish someone would have fell early for her. And then yeah, it's a balance. You know, she's gonna get people's best. They're gonna be really physical with her. They're not gonna allow her to move. So she's gotta continue to find that balance of really working hard to get up the floor and get spots and get off actions. And then I've got to continue to help her. But yeah, yep.
Last
To
one.
answer your question, as to add for Rike, this was like the best I've been here that she's responded to that stuff. And it might not have been her night shooting the ball, but the way she continued to stay in the game, not let it affect her effort on both ends of the floor, like her being a leader of the team, like that was huge for me to be able to see that. We've talked about it as individuals, just having one-on-one conversations of how we want to stay unaffected through the refs, through the missed calls, through missed defensive possessions. And so I just want to give a shout out to her because it wasn't her night shooting the ball, but I thought the way she stayed within the game, that's what made it so.
Last question, Elvin.
All right, thanks. So this is for Paige and Coach. So with the Wings, same question. With the Wings now 0-2 against the Fever this season, how does this set the stage for the highly anticipated Get Back Game 3 here in American Airlines out in Dallas?
Yeah, just makes us even hungrier, right? To want to get them back and protect home floor and be back on that floor in Dallas, where we'll be moving to, and really show that community who we are and what we're all about. But again, nothing's going to change. We've got to stay committed to the little things day in and day out. But excited to have another opportunity against them.
Thank you, guys.